You because you know him well.
Yeah, the first thing, Wolf, was that I thought it was a deeply humble speech. I thought it was striking to me that the president was acknowledging, listen, I don't even know if my words are going to have an impact and change things, but I'm going to do my best. I'm going to be in the arena. I'm going to fight for our democracy. I'm going to fight for this union, and I need you all to fight alongside me. So I thought there was a humility there. I also thought it was really interesting that he sort of redrew the lines of our democracy a little bit. He put protesters and police that are protecting the protesters on one side. One group is fighting racial bias and injustice. The other group is fighting to make sure that voices can be heard. And on the other side are those who would do violence, who would divide us, either violence against black men who are unarmed or violence against police officers. So he was saying, let's join the side of those who are working to perfect our union. So I thought that was remarkable, the way he sort of redrew the boundaries of debate. I thought it was a very spiritual speech as well, from Romans 5 to Ezekiel and all the way through, really evoking scripture in this deeply poignant moment. But ultimately it was a deeply honest and humble speech, and one of the, I think, the most powerful I've heard the president give.
I would agree, because I've heard many of those. I think I've heard all 11 of the speeches he's delivering. This is number 11, when he's gone to a community that has suffered unimaginable loss, and he's tried to be the comforter, as they say, the comforter in chief. Scripture plays an important role in his life. Take us a little bit behind the scenes, because you know him very well.
Yeah, was able to communicate a bit with him and the team, but before the speech, and he wanted to evoke something that would convey that this life that we're in is a process, and it's a process that will have deeply brutal, painful moments, but we're being perfected. There is hope around the corner, and that's why he put in Romans 5. Suffering produces perseverance, perseverance character, and character hope. Letting these the folks, both those who are mourning and also the entire country, know that we're in the middle of a process here, and in some ways these are the labor pains of a country that's still really fully being born, and so he wanted to convey that there was hope around the corner, and so I think that's he draws on Scripture for hope, and I thought he tried to deploy Scripture to give people a sense of hope throughout this speech.
What did you think of former President George W. Bush's address, Joshua?
It was remarkable. You know, I obviously have all sorts of policy differences with President Bush, but we were reminded the best qualities of that man. I thought it was a nuanced speech. I thought he really focused in on that.